Hey, what it do, what it do, what it do. This is your boy, KQKC Boxing Network. And this is another edition of Boxing Updates. We're going to get right into it. We're talking about Shakur Stevenson, Olympic silver medalist, versus Jermel Harrington. The man's man, the Marine man, the jarhead, going head to head this Saturday night on ESPN. Now, keep in mind, they both know Terrence Crawford. They both are friends with Terrence Crawford. They both come out of the same stable of Top Rank. But according to Shakur Stevenson, they don't know each other that well. Now, the title says, will Jermel Harrington pretty much derail the whole thing with Shakur Stevenson at Top Rank? They have built Shakur Stevenson up to be the next Floyd Mayweather. Well, will those plans get derailed by the 35-year-old Marine? Will the young man get taken to school? Can the young man face adversity? Matter of fact, have the young man ever been in a fight where he had to face adversity? Shakur Stevenson is somewhat a future pound for pound. No doubt about it. It's been repeated enough by now, especially by ESPN, that he must be true, right? This been repeated by Andre Ward and off and on. Let me stress this, off and on by none other than Timmy Bradley. It just might be the old saying, is the proof is in the pudding. This is a recipe that hasn't quite congealed just yet. The 2016 U.S. Olympic silver medalist is certainly off to a good start. No doubt about it. The 24-year-old Stevenson, 16-0 with 8 KOs, so therefore half of his wins have been KOs. Already has an alphabet belt on his shelf from the featherweight division and will aim for his second this Saturday. Now, a veteran titleist who still fights like he has something to prove is in Stevenson way. See, in the aftermath of the 2012 Olympics, the opinion from this corner about the professional potential of current WBO 130-pound titleist Jermel Harrington, who is 23-2 with 11 KOs. This is that he was a long shot to make noise as a professional, as a pro. The thinking went that Harrington exited the games with a loss that wasn't competitive. Harrington didn't leave much room to wonder if he can grow beyond his defeat. Already 26, Harrington indicated he would choose between his career as a U.S. Marine and a boxing career. His measure as a man is already proven in the former. His measure in Pistina doesn't have long to be considered. Over the last damn decade, an Olympian team that failed to medal on the men's side for the first time in Olympic history has found their fair share of professional accomplishment. Earl Spence look like their blue chipper and proved to be at welterweight. But he's not been their only champion. You got Jose Ramirez, went on to unify some belts at junior welterweight. You got Joseph Diaz and Rasheed Warren have both won titles. You got Michael Hunter, who is solely in the heavyweight top 10. And you got my man, Marcus Brown, Southpaw, appears on the verge of challenging for the lineal light heavyweight crown after previously winning one of the WBA's subtitle along the way. And we're going to talk about the WBA too today at 12:30 p.m. Now, Harrington contacted after the 2012 prognosis was published to say he proved it wrong. The reply, and I kind of paraphrase, was a hope that he would. Now, Harrington did. It didn't look like he would earlier on turn professional at lightweight. Harrington suffered losses in his 16th and 18th starts. Stopped in the first of those defeats by tough Dennis Shufflock. Harrington bit down, dropped a weight class, and 4 fights later won his belt at junior lightweight. Against Stevenson, Harrington would attempt his 4th defense of that title. It was Harrington's 3rd defense. The last time the world, I meant to say, saw him in the ring, that put some muscle on his reign, showing the best form of his career under his biggest spotlight to date. Harrington dropped former junior featherweight and featherweight titleist. I'll call him Little Carl. We are talking about Carl Frampton. Carl Frampton fought Leo Santa Cruz, beating Leo Santa Cruz in the first fight. They had 2 fights. It was a rematch. Now, according to Leo Santa Cruz, it was due to his father's illness, and when his cancer came back from remission, that his mind was on the fight. Now, I'm not going to say that's excuses because I don't know. But I will tell you this. Leo Santa Cruz avenged his loss. He came back in the second fight and fought a different fight. He fought on the back foot. He didn't throw 100 and something punches per round. He threw punches to make them count. And he did, and he prevailed, and he won his title back. Now, with that said, let's get back to Jermel Harrington. Of course, this is Harrington's 3rd defense, as I mentioned, showing the best form of his career under his biggest spotlight to date, as I mentioned. He beat Carl Frampton. Now, twice en route to a 6-round stoppage win. Frampton announced his retirement in the ring because he knew after the last loss from Jermel Harrington, and Jermel Harrington looked beautiful in that fight, he moved on to more bigger lights. Now, Harrington isn't expected to win this weekend. In terms of betting odds, Stevenson's a lone favorite, and doesn't mean Harrington won't win. It's just that he is the underdog, which he liked being the underdog. Harrington is taller, he's longer, and more physical, mature at 35 than the 24-year-old Stevenson. Stevenson's a kid. A lot of people call that aggressive energy. Some people, like my man, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, my co-host, he believes that Shakur Stevenson, he loved for him to talk that shit. And true, you cannot be a combat fighter being passive, being quiet, being subdued. You have to let that fighter know that I'm here and I'm here to win. I'm here to show up, and I'm here to show the fuck out. That's what you have to do. But we are talking about Jermel Harrington. We're talking about a United States Marine. Marine, and any of the armed forces branches are disciplined, are sure of themselves, but on the quiet side. They don't say much, but you fuck with them, they will do much. Now, of course, Harrington, like I said, is taller. He's longer. He's more physical, mature, and 35. Harrington, 24 years old. He's a kid. He like to crack jokes. He like to talk shit. That's what kids do. But Stevenson credentials as a pro are solid so far, and got a bump last weekend. Previously, Stevenson foe Joet Gonzalez may have lost to Emmanuel Navarrete, but the way Gonzalez lost said a lot about how tough and out he is. Now, Stevenson lost only one round to Gonzalez on the official cards for their fight. It's still only a sample of what Stevenson can do. While television graphics might be able to find statistically comparisons to a young Floyd Mayweather, Stevenson is nowhere near as far along in terms of opposition quality as he nears the start of his 5th year as pro. Harrington is a step in the right direction on paper. The long-term designs are clear. Harrington came into the pro game looking to prove doubters wrong. Can make it in the wrong step and prove the odds wrong again. Now, with that said, keep in mind, Harrington did not come into this fight Saturday night to lie down. He will let everyone know that I am here. I am not going away. I'm going to show up and show the fuck out. I am going to do what I'm best of doing. I don't need to talk smack, but you need to sell that fight. But besides that, he believes that being an underdog is the right position he likes to take, because he likes the heroic style. The underdog come from behind and get the victory. He likes that story. He likes that Rocky Balboa story. He likes the Italian stallion story. So, put your seatbelts on. Tune in Saturday night. Yours truly, KQKC, the singing OG. I will call that fight. And with that, this has been another boxing updates from yours truly, KQKC Boxing Network, which come on Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Like today, we're going to discuss the WBA. We're going to discuss Dennis Ugas. We're going to discuss Oscar Valdez, because this is why this fight is taking place. This is the eye of the tiger. Which one has it, we'll know Saturday night. And with that, I thank you. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good morning. And shout out to the almighty LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Shout out to New Media. And last but not least, shout out to all my subscribers, my supporters, and all the birthday supporters and subscribers of this month. That's right. October is a great month for boxing and for birthdays. So I salute you, queens and kings. And I'm on. To the next one. Assalamu alaikum.